Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. We are live in Lexington, where we just saw a reenactment of the historic battle that took place 250 years ago today. And there's still so much more to come this Saturday morning. Again, thanks for being with us. I'm Penny Commit.
And I'm Jordan Jagelins. There's such a powerful moment here this morning. The battles of Lexington and Concord, of course, marked the start of the American Revolution on this very day 250 years ago. Now we have a front row seat to history. We have seen so many people out here in Lexington this morning.
How fortunate are we to live in Massachusetts, where all of this happened, where we get to experience this again? And it's not only happening here in Lexington. WBZ's Mike Sullivan is live in Concord, where people have gathered to take part in the dawn salute. Good morning, Mike.
Where was the king's justice? Where was the king's righteousness? The desires and nature of
Hey, we're on one side of the Old North Bridge, where right now we're expecting to see some cannons and potentially some muskets fire off. Oh, or maybe right now. How's that for timing? Now, after those cannons do go off, we will then have potentially muskets on the other side. They're supposed to start loading over to the other side of me shortly once a flag raises on the other side of the bridge. And people have been lining up here to see exactly what we just saw. Cannons, muskets, the Revolutionary War, exactly what you would expect, and all that excitement and energy 250 years after the start of the American Revolutionary War. We're sort of waiting here and trying to see if there's about to be another cannon. There seems to be some people in place. Wait. Possibly. Maybe not. They look like they're prepping. They look like they're holding their ears. So I'm starting to think there could be a second explosion, or we could potentially see the muskets that are happening on the other side of us. We have to sit in this very specific spot that we are for this section, because on one side of me, the cannons could hit us, and the other side, the muskets. And here we have the muskets that are prepping right now. Let me duck out of the way here for safety.
We are a true American.
All right, so they're biting and loading. As you can imagine, guns were a little more complicated in 1775. It takes a little bit longer to shoot. They're almost ready. Once that flag raises on the other side, that's when they're supposed to fire. And now we've been told that they're going to shoot right over the top of us. So, just a test fire. Do you want us to move? We might move out of the way. I'm going to move out of the way. I'm going to sneak around here. We've been told just to step a bit out of the way. Oh, I'm going to hide behind a tree, so I can kind of see what you're looking at, and the other part of me, I'm going to stay behind this tree.
For we do not know what sacrifices will be required of us, or how many months or years of struggle lie before us. But of this we can be sure beyond doubt, that in the struggle between tyranny and liberty, our God is always the God of liberty. For he is the God who set free his people from slavery and
Well, that was the first round in volley. They told me they might reload and go for a second one, and it kind of looks like they are. We've got a few people who are already prepped, ready for the second volley. I'm going to step a bit out of the way here once again, because we are very near the line of fire. There we go.
Ready? Reset. Fire. Private load.
Looks like we might get a third volley. Sort of a race to see who gets to go first. Once again, I'm going to duck behind this tree.
Shoulder your fella. Ready? Reset. Fire. Half cock barrel. Shoulder your barrel.
That looks to be the last one. What an exciting moment. This is what people lined up for. This is what they came to see. And of course, this entire reenactment spans such a large space. I mean, we are on one side of this bridge where all the cannons and the muskets are firing off, but the rest of this is happening even far off in the distance, down by a flag on the other side of the Old North Bridge, and the monument near us. They're about to march out. As I was saying, the monument that is near us is to commemorate the first British soldier that fell, signifying the beginning of the Revolutionary War. That's only 20 feet from where this is starting. Beginning of the shot heard around the world. Well, we're going to toss things back to you guys.